Right. I see what you're saying.
Terrell Owens in football, when he scored a touchdown, he took the ball and ran all the way to the Cowboys' middle of the field where the star is at.
With a star.
Put the football down and put his foot on the football and flexed in front of the Dallas Cowboy crowd. And then he scored again and did it a second time, and Emmitt Smith came and tackled him. Now, what T.O. did, there was no rules against. The league can't fine him for that. But what Emmitt Smith did can be fined. So what Chris is saying is, if I provoke you with disrespect, but there's no rules against what you did, and then you do something to break the rules against me physically, that both should get punished, all because you lost your cool. And what I'm saying is, there's no punishment for spitting on the ground.
Correct.
There is a punishment for spitting on the player. That's all I'm saying.
There is no punishment for spitting on the ground, but we clearly seen Dak go out his way to do it. That's the problem.
On the ground.
That's the problem.
There's no punishment for going out your way to spit on the ground.
Y'all saying that Dak Prescott shouldn't be held accountable. I'm going for the opposite. Dak Prescott should be held accountable. All that fucking field he had, and he decided to cross his fucking brown ass all the way over there to spit between his tackles for no reason. We had all that grass where he was standing and behind him, but he made it his business to walk across the huddle to go spit on the ground around Jalen Carter. That's
so
what y'all don't
behind provocation. Is that
y'all don't want to hold Dak Prescott accountable for his act and all of this. And you know what? That's fine. That is okay. Y'all, and this is why we have great shows, because we have differences of opinion. But y'all not gonna just sit here and tell me that I'm looking like crazy because I don't feel like he should get. There's plenty of people that feel like Dak Prescott should get. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott should get the exact same punishment as Jalen Carter. No, I said he should be fined and it be left at that.
All right, we're doing good on time, y'all. Let's move to football really quick. And we had the first game of the season last night.
All right, be quiet.
Deserved.
All right, you cannot be quiet.
Second game tonight. I totally forgot.
We're missing it right now. We're gonna have to run through these topics so we can at least catch the second half. But first game last night, Philly, Dallas. Philly won, but something happened right after the kickoff before the first play of the game.
Crazy.
And that was, of course, Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott. And when you watch the video, you clearly see that, it was some trash talking. Dak was in the huddle.
Yeah,
Dak spit in the direction of Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter was about 8 feet away from Dak. Dak spit on the ground.
Right.
Jalen Carter closed at 8 feet and got within inches of him and then spit on his person.
Smooth.
And
it was a smooth spit, by the way.
Game. But here's the deal. A lot of people, once they seen the Dak Prescott video where he spit first, felt like he should get some type of punishment as well. Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco didn't agree with that. This is how they was talking about it earlier.
Mm-hmm. What if that was you, What you would have did? Jalen Carter spit on you right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'm gonna get thrown out of the game.
I don't think there's any other player, and I think because Dak is a quarterback, he had to react the way he did. It's commendable because you don't expect like that.
Chad, stop. Dak did not spit on him.
On the floor.
Y'all need to stop. Chad. Y'all need to stop with this. Oh, Dak spit at him. Dak spit on the ground. Dak was in his huddle.
Yeah, he
Do y'all see where Dak was? Y'all make it seem like Dak walked up to him, spit on the ground right in front of his shoes. Did you see where Dak was? He walked towards Dak and spit on him. Chad, stop this. You can't. Y'all try to conflate. Well, he did this, so that's why he did that. No, it's not the same, Chad, and you know it. He got baited. He got cost himself, and he's probably going to get suspended the game. You do these kind of antics when you're not a good enough a player. He's too good of a player. He doesn't need to do shenanigans. He don't need to do this, Ocho. He's that good.
Mm-hmm.
He's an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowl player. He doesn't need to do any of that now. He can just let his play speak for himself.
Which I know it was going to do. Do you understand he's top 3 at his position?
Yes, I realize how good he could be.
What is he doing? I don't understand. Like you're in the conversation with Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons. Like you are him.
All right, so where are y'all at? Are y'all on Shannon's side that Dak shouldn't get any punishment, or do you disagree with Miss Netta and think that Dak initiated and he should get some punishment? What I mean, where y'all at on it? Y'all can't tap out.
I think I agree with Shannon. I don't think Dak should get any punishment. He spit on the ground, as he said, in his own huddle. I don't understand what freaking, because if you watch the clip again, you would see, first of all, why did the Eagles teammates of Jalen Carter not grab him? Like, they got to know what type of dude this is. So when they see him over there getting closer and closer, as you said, Mel, closing the distance to the Dallas huddle, why are you over there, bro? Hey, come back over. They should have went and grabbed him. That's first. Second of all, Dak didn't spit on anyone. Dak did spit on the ground. So I don't understand, like, what was said between them that made Jalen Carter think he could spit on him right in front of the referee. Right in front of the official, you spit on the opposing quarterback, not just the opposing quarterback of the Dallas damn Cowboys. Come on, man. Right. Everybody on earth is going to see that. That was absurd. Jalen Carter, he's going to get what he asked for. The only thing I disagree with Shannon when he said, if I was Dak, I'd have got thrown out the game. For doing what? You see Dak and you see Jalen Carter, what was he going to do? You get thrown out the game for what? You going to fight that man? Nah, ridiculous. But yeah, I agreed with most of it. I think Jalen Carter almost cost his team a win, because that game might have been a lot more ugly if he was there, because Dallas said, oh, no Jalen Carter, we could run right up the gut. And they did a very solid job on the ground and kept that game manageable. I mean, I did think that they were going to put up a spirited fight, but I didn't think it was going to be that close.
Chris.
Y'all done?
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Y'all done? Y'all done?
Chris didn't say too much in the group chat.
I don't think Dak should be suspended. That should not be the extent of the punishment. I do think Dak should receive some punishment. I think a fine is about as much as it should be. I want to show y'all something. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I want to show y'all something.
Footage.
Okay.
Let's get demonetized because NFL don't play.
There's a lot of different.
I hope it's skill shots. Don't play with the NFL video.
I won't play it. I won't play it.
I'll 1.5 speed.
I'll show, you know, point A's, point B's, point C's, yada yada yada. Okay.
Showing angles.
Yeah, the NFL is tough, man. It's hard to
play.
This is where Dak Prescott is. Right. This is a timeout. This is the kickoff just happened. They're doing TV timeout, so everybody getting water and whatever. Dallas is doing their huddle. Cool. This is where Dak is standing in the huddle, right? Mind you, if you need to spit, you have all of this circle here, or you can turn around and have all of the field here. Yet and still, Dak somehow found his way over to the other side of the huddle between his tackles and made an effort to spit between their shoulders.
I still don't see Jalen.
Thank you. Not close.
Jalen was about a couple yards off here. It's out of the camera view, but Jalen was like,
that's pretty far.
Jalen was probably about right here.
Can you spit that far, Bree?
I haven't attempted that. I always think about The Wire.
It's not about the fact that he wasn't trying to spit on Jalen. That's not the thing. But let's stop playing coy here. All right, let's be for real, right? Just take it. And Bri, I apologize to take you out of this for a second, but let's just
hey yo,
let us talk, man, real quick. Let us talk.
Yes, sir.
Girls are players too.
No, but when girls spit on girls, it's a whole different situation. Like
it is. That's what I'm thinking. I don't remember the last time I see a man spit on another man.
Yeah, so
I don't see
it's
it.
different. So
I see girls.
That's why I'm just gonna partially temporarily remove Bree from this. So Bruce, Mel, let me holler at you. in your younger days when you might have been a high head, when you was, the baddest on the yard or whatever, right? There are certain things, even if it wasn't you, but you knew somebody in your neighborhood or you knew somebody in your school that was like this. There are certain things that are perceived as levels of disrespect.
Yes.
Right. If somebody is having a conversation with you, or if you're having an argument and they don't have to spit on you, but they spit in your direction, that is disrespectful. That's saying that they think very low of you when they spit at the ground while talking to you. Right. So granted, Jalen Carter had no business being that close to the Dallas huddle. Cool. We know that, right? We know that Jalen was in the wrong from the beginning, right? But for Dak to, if he had to spit all that grass in front of him from where he was standing on his huddle, the grass behind him, he could have just turned around and did that. But he decided to saunter from his spot all the way on the far side of the huddle, in between his tackles, made the effort to go between them to spit at the ground while having a conversation with Jalen Carter. And then smirking and smiling and laughing and backing up. And then when Jalen Carter walks up like, yo, did you just spit at me? Then he saunters through the tackles to get in his face. Now, not saying Jalen Carter spitting back was the right thing to do. I'm never advocating for spit flying on anybody because I'm going to jail for sure. So Jalen Carter, 100% wrong, suspension, fine, on the way. Absolutely. But we cannot sit here and pretend and cape and saying that Dak did not provoke that situation. There were so many different things he could have done if he needed to spit that he could have did it. He could, like I said, he was on the far side of the huddle. He had all the grass in that circle in front of him to spit. Could have turned around behind him either direction or 180 and spit. But decided when he saw Jalen Carter walking towards the huddle, he decided to go make it his business to go to the other side of the huddle, closer to Jalen Carter, make an effort to go between his tackles' helmets and spit at the ground in Jalen Carter's direction. Now, granted, they say the refs always get the second man, and Jalen Carter should know better. Jalen Carter definitely should know better. But Dak does not get a free pass for this at all.
I noticed you emphasize Dak going to the other side. Like, is it abnormal for a football player to like move their position in a huddle?
So
I don't know any better. I'm just wondering.
So Chris, everything you said that what Dak did is what I like to call fluff.
Thank you.
Right? So when something happens, there's an offense that happens. You can talk about all this fluff around it. You know, Dak, where he was at in the huddle, him walking up to it, all of that is fluff. You know, him provoking it, and all that is fluff. What the nitty gritty is Dak spit on the ground and Carter spit on Dak, right? So if Dak spit on the ground and Carter didn't spit on Dak, would Dak get punishment?
Nope.
Chris?
The ref didn't see it. Otherwise, Dak would have got a flag.
If Dak spit on the ground,
spitting on the ground,
away from Carter, but he spit in the direction of Carter. It went right to. It didn't go nowhere near Carter. Right? He spit on the ground to let Carter know, oh, you disgust me. I'm spitting on the ground. Right? That's like a sign. Like I was saying in the group chat last night, when you're at the mound pitching, and you throw some type of curve that's supposed to trick the batter. Let's say it's Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds sniff it out and be like, oh, that's a curve. And he don't swing. The first thing he'll do is grab his nuts and spit. You know, that's a sign of like, man, you ain't, that ain't, you're not going to get me. Like, I'm going to grab my nuts and spit. And that's a subtle way in baseball to let you know that, you know, and like, it's so many ways you can do stuff like that. Right. So him spitting was just a nonverbal way of letting Carter know you ain't shit to me. Right, but I didn't spit on you. Yeah, so it is some sign of disrespect or disgust. But if I did that and the referee saw me do that, would you throw a flag? And would there be a punishment for Dak if Jalen Carter did nothing?
Yeah, that could. If the referee saw that, that definitely could be considered taunting. We know how the taunting rules is now in the NFL. That definitely would have been called taunting.
For spitting on the ground
would be taunting.
No,
in the direction of Jalen Carter, yes.
No, you can't prove that though. You can't prove. Come on, man.
All them camera angles, Bruce. All them camera angles.
Nah, you can't prove that he was trying to taunt Jalen Carter by spitting on the ground. That's a reach, man.
My thing
That's
is,
crazy.
what would provoke Dak to taunt Jalen Carter? I want to get to the root of
So
it.
Jalen Carter Jalen Carter had no business walking over there by the huddle, right? It was a TV timeout. The two sides was separate, and they was in their own respective huddles doing whatever. Jalen Carter took it among himself to kind of walk over in the area where he wasn't right up or going like bumping shoulder to shoulder with the huddle, but he was in the area that he really had no reason to be over there. So fair enough, Jalen Carter was over there. But it's a rivalry game, right? This is division rivalry game. It's the opening of the season, banner night, you know what I'm saying? Emotions are high. They just got into a squabble right after the kickoff, you know what I'm saying? While old boy is on the ground with a ruptured Achilles or a torn ACL or whatever, they kind of rumbling over him, you know what I'm saying? So emotions are already high. 6 seconds into
Did anybody
the game.
get a flag for taunting in that rumble? No. So why would spitting on the ground be a taunt and a flag?
Because it's taunting. That's disrespectful, man.
What's the punishment for taunting?
So okay, Mel, let me ask you a question. So if
I'm trying to get to the bottom. What's the punishment for taunting?
15 yards and unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, so you saying Dak should have got a flag and 15 yards
and a fine?
You just said taunting was a flag. How's it a fine all of a sudden?
Because you're spitting. That is a conduct issue.
But
I want to point out
taunting. You call it a taunt. What Carter did was a personal foul, and it was worthy of being kicked out of the game. If you're saying that what him spitting on the ground is a taunt, then he should have got 15-yard flag at the most. Why all of a sudden he needs to get fined? Like if Carter didn't do what he did and Dak just spit on the ground, you saying taunt, flag, play on. Why should he get fined just because Carter got kicked out?
Because the thing about it is the refs only saw Jalen Carter spit on Dak, right? But going back and you see the footage, you see that Dak incited the incident. That
15-yard flag for taunting, personal foul.
Mel, listen.
Because when you look at
hold on.
Okay.
The play was already continued on. They was on to the next play when we got the other angle. So the referees, New York or whatever, didn't send the angle. They didn't get that angle down. We got the angle after the play had resumed and we was going on. You can't go back after a play has commenced and be like, oh yeah, here, boom, 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 boom. There's that.
Can you go back after the game and say, oh man, we missed a taunt? Let's fine him.
You can go back and missing conduct issue and then get fined.
Yeah, but you
do it all the time.
Taunt is
so you asked me what flag would that be, and I told you. I asked you
what punishment. He said you said that's a taunt because he spit on the ground.
You said if the ref caught him, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting is an unsportsmanlike conduct, which you can get ejected for
spitting on the ground. You think it's the same thing as getting spit on?
Yes.
No.
Not
close.
All right, go ahead, Bruce.
Not even close.
I had a question. Mel didn't let me answer.
Sometimes taunting gets in the heat of the moment. There's different variations of taunting. Spitting is spitting. Somebody,
especially outside on the football field. Like people chew tobacco and spit all the time.
Facts.
Me spitting on the ground with no intentions of hitting you 8 feet away from me.
Correct.
You're 8 feet away. Like you forgetting the fact that he's 8 feet away. There's you acting like he tried to spit on Carter but missed. He looked at the ground and spit and then looked at Carter.
He was looking at Carter the whole time.
He looked at the ground first and then
he didn't.
What did Carter do to Dak? Like I guess I'm just confused why Dak would even do. Like what was Dak's motivation?
Just trash talk.
Is he known for that?
I need you to start watching football.
But it's good that I don't have this perspective. It's good that I have no bias because I'm coming from like matter of fact. I'm coming from like the principle of things.
But Chris, I don't understand how you think that's the same thing. Spitting on somebody and spitting 8 feet away on the ground. Even if I spit on the ground and I'm looking at you, so what? You nowhere near me. What's the problem? Like, I don't get why that's such a big deal to you.
If we are having a conversation and I don't make an effort to go to the side if I need to spit, I'm spitting down in front of you, I'm disrespecting you.
It's not close enough to be disrespecting me.
He was talking to Jalen Carter the whole time. What y'all can't sit here and tell me. First off, y'all
it's
missing
true,
the whole.
though. You're right.
Hold on.
You're not wrong for that, Chris. You're not wrong for that.
Hold on. Y'all are missing the whole point.
Mhm.
What was his purpose of crossing the entire huddle to go over there anyway?
He didn't cross him. He spit over the shoulders of his lineman.
And he even said he didn't want to spit on his lineman. He wanted to spit away from this.
Y'all, he left his side of the huddle to make a conscious effort to go in between his linemen to spit.
That's fluff, Chris. What does that got to do with the?
Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it. Y'all.
It's not about us getting it. It's not about us getting it. I love your perspective.
Enjoy it. Y'all got the rest of the conversation. I'll see y'all in the next topic. Y'all got it. I just know.
Rage,
I just
not
know.
rage.
No, because now I see what type of people I'm dealing with, man. Because y'all are seeing disrespect in a different level.
I want you to know, Chris, you are right.
Tolerating nobody's
but what they're arguing, Chris,
Go-
what I feel like you're not getting is what they're arguing is spitting on someone versus spitting on the ground is not the same caliber. It's not about you being wrong,
and that's why the punishment will be different. That's why the punishment will be different.
Because even I've seen as someone spitting on the ground in front of a man is disrespectful. Like even all the way back to the racism days, like that's disrespectful.
And that's why the punishment will be different.
The caliber of spitting on someone versus spitting on the ground is the conversation.
You're not hearing me. I'm saying that's why the punishment will be different. Jalen Carter's punishment should and will be more severe than Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott should be punished as well.
It shouldn't be punished because there's no punishment that you can give him. There's nothing he did wrong. He spit on the ground. Yeah, it's disrespectful, but there's no rules against spitting on the ground. It's disrespectful on the man-to-man stuff. So you got to handle that man-to-man because the league can't step in for spitting on the ground. Oh, you spit on the ground and you was looking at me, so that was meant for me. Even though you didn't spit on me, I know it was meant for me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta rush the quarterback all night long. I get you back eventually. Right? That's how it should be handled. But
there's nothing wrong with a man sticking up for his team.
Yeah, and look, me celebrating after a touchdown can be disrespectful to you. Terrell Owens running to the middle of the field at the star was disrespectful to the Cowboys. I
want to play this. Yes, play this clip right here because to me, when I looked at it at first, it didn't look like he was trying to be disrespectful.
Look at his eyes. Looking down.
He didn't even realize Jalen Carter was looking at him at first.
He's looking at the ground, dog. He's spitting on the ground.
The whole thing from the beginning.
Look how far he is, dog. And listen, right there. That's when he spit. He looked down. He looking down at the ground and spit on the ground. And then he looked up.
I don't know.
Y'all have got to be shitting me, bro.
Dak was asking for it. Dak was asking for it. Because Dak was asking for it. Hold on.
Y'all have got to be shitting me, bro.
Dak was asking for it.
Go back to the beginning and see how far Carter was.
Dak was asking for it a little. But like, look how Dak goes through the whole entire huddle.
Go back.
Look how he goes through the whole entire huddle.
When Dak get right there to his lineman.
He's Jalen Carter, though.
Stop it. That's Carter's backing up. Look, that's almost 5 yards, right? That's 8 feet, dog. That's 8 feet. He looked down and spit on the ground. Yes, it was as a form of disrespect to Carter, but there's no rules. There's no way to regulate spitting on the ground. That's between him and Carter. The league can't step in and punish Dak for something that's not against the rules.
Okay.
That's all it is. Yes, it's disrespectful.
Okay.
You think
Carter going up to the huddle?
Okay.
We got to talk about Carter walking up to the huddle too.
Yeah, but Chris, you think we arguing that it's not disrespectful? We agree that it's disrespectful. There's no rules against it for him to get fined. He spit on the ground. Carter spit on him.
Y'all got it.
I knew I had it when I.
No, you don't really got it, but I'm tired of arguing with y'all. And we over 2 hours, so
it ain't no argument.
We got another topic to talk about.
Oh my god,
it ain't no argument, man.
Unless y'all want to keep dissecting
this
this.
Is a great debate, though.
It's not,
Chris. I feel like there's people out there that agree with you, and you backing out is like you gotta stand 10 toes and keep going because like there's people that agree with you.
All I gotta do is stay black and die. I don't gotta stand 10 toes on shit.
Well, I mean, that's in question. We don't even know if you all the way.
But there's people that agree with you though, Chris.
I
would love to hear your perspective.
I just know I just know things now. I know things now. I know things now.
If you spit in front of Mel on the ground,
I know things now.
He's not going to take
it. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that. That's disrespectful to Mel. I wouldn't even do that to Mel.
Chris, we agree that
that's me. That's me. And I'm inciting you if I do that. If I spit at you, if I spit in your direction, but I spit on the ground, I'm intentionally inciting you. I want you to let's go. That's me. Like you ain't shit. I want whatever smoke's coming with that. That's disrespect 101.
I'm not addressing this question to Chris. I'm gonna let him go on ice a little bit. Bree and Bruce.
Yo.
All right. There's a lot of disrespect to go on a football field or the basketball court. Mm-hmm. One sign of disrespect in basketball is if we're winning by 15, it's 10 seconds left, and you go while we running the clock out, you go and score. That's disrespect. You trying to show us up. Yeah, you already blowing us up.
Getting pushed in the air. I feel like spitting on someone is the same form as getting pushed in the air when you're going for a layup and someone's upset and they push you in the air. That's one of the ultimate disrespects in basketball.
Correct.
You don't push somebody in the air. That's insane.
So hear what I'm saying though. People don't like in a blowout game that you go and get extra points in the final seconds. Like when we're trying to run the clock out, y'all beating us by 20, and you still go out there and get a dunk.
Everybody's kind of like quiet. Everybody's
right. So we established that it's disrespectful. But we also established that the league can't fine a player for doing that. It's disrespectful man to man and player to player. Right. But it's there's no rule against it where the league can be like, oh, we're fining you for dunking with 5 seconds left while y'all was winning by 20.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Terrell Owens in football, when he scored a touchdown, he took the ball and ran all the way to the Cowboys' middle of the field where the star is at.
With a star. Mm-hmm.
Put the football down and put his foot on the football and flexed in front of the Dallas Cowboy crowd. And then he scored again and did it the second time, and Emmitt Smith came and tackled him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what T.O. did, there was no rules against. The league can't fine him for that. But what Emmitt Smith did can be fined. So what Chris is saying is, if I provoke you with disrespect, but there's no rules against what you did, and then you do something to break the rules against me physically, that both should get punished, all because you lost your cool. And what I'm saying is, there's no punishment for spitting on the ground.
Correct.
There is a punishment for spitting on the player. That's all I'm saying.
There is no punishment for spitting on the ground, but we clearly seen Dak go out his way to do it. That's the problem.
On the ground.
That's the problem.
There's no punishment for going out your way to spit on the ground.
Wow.
I mean, y'all have y'all views on it. I have mine, and I wouldn't be surprised if a fine does come down for Dak at the end of the day. But because we still haven't heard, I'm pretty sure Jalen Carter's going to get suspended at least one game. So they're probably still working out the punishment.
Is insane. When's the last time you saw another man spin on another man?
Romanowski.
Oh. Yeah, Romo was wild.
When was that?
Romo was wild. About 20 years ago, right? 15, 20 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was in middle school.
Romo was a known racist, and he was a nasty linebacker.
Yeah.
And, I ain't gonna say known racist.
Shannon said he had to have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He spit on somebody.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I do want to point out how great the spit was because it was real subtle, and he did it while he was like backing up. It was really.
What is your fascination with
how great the spit was?
What's your?
Because really the way like people usually
are we learning something today?
Like when women spit on, it's like. It was very like chill. It was very chill. Like it was like
I think he was a little dehydrated. I don't think he was ready to play football because that spit was a little white.
Like really chill. It was like a spit while he was backing up.
Oh my god!
It was really cool and smooth. Like we're not gonna deny that. Can we play that back?
Bree, I'm still bugging you said hawk to her. I'm sorry.
He spit on him way too chill. Like it was really cool. Like he just.
Yo, funny, man. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Anything else, y'all,
Okay.
before we move? No.
Hold on. I want to give me a second, real quick. I want to see something. Y'all feel the airtime real quick, because somebody in the comments just brought up another situation. Different sport, kind of the same idea, but my memory is a little fuzzy, so I'm trying to see exactly how it went down. The event in question is Rondo and Chris Paul.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Okay, my guy Ed.
Rondo has a hot head, and Chris Paul does too. Like,
And
Yeah, Rondo's a real hot.
there was spit involved, but I'm trying to see, was it on or was it in the
He
area?
he spit in Chris Paul's face, or vice versa.
Yeah, you can't do that.
but Chris
Yeah, he spit in his
Paul
face.
is definitely a like Chris Paul plays dirty basketball. We can't deny that. So I see where Chris is coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but if you
But
spit
when
in
we talk
somebody's
about the
face, you know,
rules
that's
and the
totally different.
regulations,
Yeah, that's no punishment for the person that got spit on. Just
but
because,
Chris
just
plays
because.
dirty basketball. I don't want to shy away from that because he's dirty.
I get it.
He plays dirty.
Mhm.
One of the dirtiest players ever.
Okay.
I don't want to shy away from that.
No, you're right.
Chris Paul from North
Looking
Carolina,
at this,
man.
looking at this video, I don't think Rondo spit on Chris Paul.
I mean, supposedly it came out while they was just talking. I don't think he like purposely spit on, but the spit got on Chris Paul for sure. Right, but if you're comparing that to this situation last night, what you're saying is whatever Chris Paul did should get punished because Rondo spit on him. You're saying if Chris Paul disrespected Rondo, then that means the spit that came on Chris Paul's face, both of them should get punished because you're the one who provoked him to spit on you. You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing as saying you deserve that sexual assault because your skirt was short.
Right.
Whoa.
No, that's what you're saying. You're blaming the victim. You're saying because your skirt was short, you deserve what you got when you went to the club. That's what you're saying.
All right, Mel, that's kind of insane.
Mel,
I'm not
chill.
gonna lie. Like, hold on,
Chill,
calm down,
chill,
calm
chill.
down. I
That
love
was-
your
that was a wild
analogies.
analogy. That was
Your
wild.
analogies are
that's what
great,
he's
but
doing.
that
you
is
could have
not the right
definitely picked
way.
another analogy. That was a wild
I'm a
one.
victim
Okay, well, pick
blamer, but I
another
think
one
you
where
took it too
someone's a
far.
victim of something. Pick another one. Someone's a victim of something, and you go blame them for
You
provoking.
took it too far.
My thing is,
Okay.
so with the Rondo and Chris Paul one, right? So if it came out and Rondo was just spit from them talking and talking aggressive, whatever, that's not intentional spit, right? Rondo is going to get punishment because he still fought, right? So he still fought Chris Paul. That is what it's going to be, right? He going to get punishment for that. But he didn't spit intentionally to incite Chris Paul. Dak Prescott.
Hold on, who's Rondo in this situation? Dak or Carter?
Rondo's Carter.
No, Rondo is.
No, Rondo spit. So he spit on Chris Paul. So he's Carter.
And Chris Paul is Dak.
No, he
because
didn't-
Chris
no.
Paul, I know, incites anger out of people the way he plays.
Rondo didn't spit intentionally. Dak Prescott did.
Yeah, but he spit on him, right? So in this situation, Carter spit on Dak, Rondo spit on Chris Paul, and Chris Paul is Dak because whatever Dak did or whatever Chris Paul did provoked the spit. Chris Paul didn't spit, but whatever he did is equal to what Dak.
I'm talking about the reactions from the spit. The initial reactions of the initial spit. The initial spit would be all right. Yeah, don't tell me what my analogy is. Nah,
Rondo actually spit on him.
You got it.
You can't say Dak is Rondo if Dak didn't spit on Carter. That's a false equivalency.
Spell equivalency.
False equivalency. As long as I can say it, I'm good.
Bruce, what do you think?
I think this has gotten way out of hand. This is ridiculous. I don't think Dak should receive anything. I think Jalen Carter did what he did. It's absurd, and I can't even imagine that. And no disrespect to you, Chris, I can't imagine anyone would make such a big deal about somebody spitting on the ground. You didn't spit near my feet.
There were plenty of people in the comments that have said the same thing. That's cool. That shit does not fly.
I don't know them. They don't gotta. They don't have to agree with me or think like me. That's fine. You spit on the ground, on the football field. We see it all the time. He didn't spit on his feet. He didn't spit near his feet. He spit on the ground. Now, did he spit on the ground and then talk some whatever? Yeah, okay. Right. But
Y'all-
now
y'all
Jalen Carter
continually
spits
missing
on
the
him.
big
That's a different
point.
ball game entirely.
No, you're missing it, Chris, because you're trying to say disrespect. We're talking about the league punishing Dak. We don't punish for disrespect.
I don't even think it's
whatever's against the
disrespect to
rules.
spit
Punish
on
for
the
failing.
ground, not near somebody. Like, I'm still trying to figure that part out.
Dak, y'all are missing the fact that Dak went out his way to do this.
There's no rule against disrespect.
All right.
I can score on you and grab my nuts.
I can't justify Jalen Carter's behavior because even though I don't know football, we're talking about justification of behaviors. I can't justify Jalen Carter for
I
spitting.
never said Jalen Carter was right for spitting on Dak Prescott. Never on this stream have you heard me say I agree with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott.
So where does your frustration come from? Ballot out of the conversation when
Because
people are
y'all
saying Dak
continuous-
Prescott shouldn't be held accountable for his actions. I need to understand
y'all
you.
saying
Then.
Dak
I'm not
Prescott shouldn't
understanding
be
you.
held
Then.
accountable. Y'all saying
That's why I
Dak
need you to
Prescott
keep
should not
talking
be
so I
held
can
accountable.
understand you. Like, help me understand where you're coming from. Maybe I'm missing what
said
you're
it
trying
like
to say.
15 times. Dak,
What are you
y'all
trying
saying,
to say?
y'all saying that Dak Prescott shouldn't be held accountable. I'm going for the opposite. Dak Prescott should be held accountable. All that fucking field he had, and he decided to cross his fucking brown ass all the way over there to spit between his tackles for no reason. We had all that grass where he was standing and behind him, but he made it his business to walk across the huddle to go spit on the ground around Jalen Carter. That's
so
what
what's
y'all
the
don't
rule behind provocation. Is that a word?
Y'all don't want to hold Dak Prescott accountable for his act and all of this. And you know what? That's fine. That is okay. Y'all, and this is why we have great shows, because we have differences of opinion. But y'all not gonna just sit here and tell me that I'm looking like crazy because I don't feel like he should get. There's plenty of people that feel like Dak Prescott should get. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott should get the exact same punishment as Jalen Carter. No, I said he should be fined and it be left at that. Y'all are thinking that I'm saying.
On somebody hold on, Chris. Is insane. Spitting on somebody is insane. As a grown man, that's female behavior. That's female behavior.
Oh man, are you done?
You asked me to sit out of this conversation because I'm a female.
Are you
and
done?
You asked me to sit out this conversation because I'm a female,
but
I want to let you know that when people spit on each other, usually it's a female. Like we don't see men spitting on each other.
That's crazy. Let me know when you finish. Let me know when you done.
That's female behavior.
Let me know when you done.
You know I'm done when I'm not talking no more.
We don't know. You've been talking the whole time.
All right. Let me get to these super chats really quick. We got some super chats that came in. Oh, super chat with no comment. Thank you, Granny, for the super chat. That's a $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Oh man, I gotta read this name again. And then the comment don't even match it. This man said, Long Strokes with the $5 super chat said, y'all laying it down tonight, man.
Oh my goodness. Yo,
Christian Woods, man, with the $4.99 super chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, keep the super chats coming, y'all, because y'all getting fire content from Bree and Chris because they over here cooking. Oh man, I love y'all, man. This is funny, man. Are we moving on? You got Chris and Bree, y'all get the last word.
Move on, bro. I'm fucking done. Move on.
You are done because you got cooked.
Done.
He's really
mad.
Go
ahead,
I'm one of those females that I'm not done. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just kidding.
All right,
but
last topic, y'all.
I don't know football, but I do know disrespect. We all know disrespect.
Clearly not. Clearly you don't.
I do.
You don't. No, you don't.
I was on your side earlier. I was on your. I literally said I know that when people spit on the ground, it's not just a man thing. People, I acknowledge you, Chris, but you didn't land your plane.
You're not busting a grape over
your plane. I was trying to help you land your plane.
If somebody spits in your direction and then laughs in your face afterwards, you not busting a grape over it. I know exactly what type of time
you didn't. You didn't land your plane. I was trying to help you, and you didn't do it. Like what the hell?
It's the plane that went over Malaysia.
Yeah,
I know exactly what
it went into the Bermuda Triangle. It disappeared.
Ain't busting a grape if anybody stepped to you like that. That's I know exactly. And you
Chris,
from Baltimore.
It disappeared. Like, I don't even know what happened to his plane.
But Chris, you conflating two things because you saying that we're not busting a grape, somebody spit our way, but trying to connect it to the league punishing Dak. we're not saying that it's not disrespectful that he spit his way. We're saying that the league can't punish him for spitting on the ground.
Dak Prescott incited the situation. Inciting causes a fine. You should get a fine for inciting the incident.
What? So if the incident never happened and he just spit on the ground and that's all that happened, should he get a fine?
If the incident didn't happen, no.
No, I'm saying if Dak spit on the ground and then Jalen Carter walked away, should you fine Dak?
If he spit just like that?
If he spit on the ground and nothing happened.
Looked up and laughed at Jalen Carter like he did that?
Yes, and nothing
I'm
happened.
a person.
He should get a fine.
I'm a person who's never gonna hold somebody else accountable for my behavior. I would never do that. So I can't get on board with what you're saying.
I
don't care what somebody else does. I've never allowed that to be a thing for why I do what I do. Jalen Carter chose to spit on him. I can't hold him accountable for what Jalen Carter decided to do. I would never do that.
Never on this broadcast.
It has nothing to do with me knowing football or not.
It is September 5th, 2025. The show on Full Panel Friday today. I have never said that I agree with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott. I have numerous times held Jalen Carter accountable for his actions. What I'm also doing is holding Dak Prescott accountable for his actions. That is the problem that you guys are not doing.
Yeah, so if you're the commissioner, if you're commissioner, you pull Dak in the office and you say, here's the rule book. What are you punishing him under? Like, so you have to
be like conduct,
which is a 15-yard penalty.
If it's a 15-yard penalty, then why did Jalen Carter get ejected? It's an ejectable offense as well.
It's not an ejectable.
Yes, it is.
Not,
yes, it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct is that's why Jalen Carter got ejected. And unsportsmanlike conduct, and listen, it depends on the severity. So you get two unsportsmanlike conducts in the game before you get ejected, or if the first one is severe enough, you get ejected immediately. So Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott, that's level 1 severity. You are ejected immediately. Dak Prescott inciting and spitting is unsportsmanlike conduct as well.
And hold on, you keep saying inciting and spitting. What did I incite? So if you're saying incite, that means whatever Jalen did is because Dak did something. If Jalen never did that, what would be Dak's punishment for that spit on the ground? It will be what?
Unsportsmanlike conduct still.
Okay, so Dak's action
for spitting on the ground. Okay.
For spitting on the ground is unsportsmanlike conduct. So anybody who spit on the ground,
don't sugarcoat spitting on the ground in the direction of Jalen Carter.
Okay, spitting on the ground in the direction.
Spitting on the ground in the direction of a player.
So if a player is 8 feet in front of me, if I don't turn around and spit the other way, I'm spitting in his direction, correct?
Mel, you watched the tape.
You
looked at him. You looked at him. Make it his business to spit in the direction of Jalen Carter.
We're gonna move on, Chris. We're gonna move on, Chris, because I cannot cook you more than what you already cooked.
You're not cooking shit, brother.
199 super chat. Please move on. I appreciate it. We'll move on to our last topic, man, because this is a crisp.
Y'all just fucking
put a P at the end of your name.
Is that the seed of Chucky?
It was the seed of them.
Y'all some capers, man.
Chucky is a bad dude, man. Bad dog.
Chucky, man.
Bad dog.
Chucky is funny, man.